levels.
True.
All right, you're all live. You can be heard. Don't say anything racist.
I love
Please.
Queen of Roses.
I fucking beg you, Chloe, you in particular.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, Storm, can I ask you to change your reactive PNG?
Oh, yep, my bad. I meant
You're
to do
good.
that earlier, but I forgot.
You're good. You're good. I meant to
Why
finish
do
my.
I always get called out?
I feel like that's a question you should ask yourself.
And you too, Boop, but that's just me.
Fuck you.
I mean...
I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass for now. We're about to run D&D.
Yes,
Since that ever stopped you?
From fucking people all the time.
Weird.
Sorry, Boo. I got a
Very
D&D
professional.
session. Lovin's gotta wait.
I'm sorry, what? Aren't you partners?
No, you.
No,
I'm trying to say for you.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny?
You just call Boop Boo.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Like what
okay.
he would say to his partner. Sorry, Boo. I got a D&D session. Lovin's gonna have to wait.
All right. I am
The fact
not
you
welcome
called
here.
them Boo. I'm sorry. That's just really funny to me.
Hopefully there's enough tea leaves to read.
I am
constantly.
not welcome here. I'm going to go to jail.
Wait, what?
Oh, let
Okay.
me stream music. I think we are good. Otherwise, though. All right. So,
Commercial so long.
last session.
Blue, I shouldn't have laughed at that.
Roses are red, violets are blue. This isn't a poem. Giraffe.
Ref.
I should not have laughed at that.
All right. So what happened last time? You guys were preparing the final evening before you would head off to Hell, aka the real world, aka the mainland.
AKA back to working for my boss.
Yeah, Hell.
Hey, Boo.
What did I do?
No, not something you. More of my stupid brain and us talking about it last week. I realized we might have to give up a lot of our shit, and I'm gonna cry. Because I like my coat with the dragon emblem, and I might have to give that up.
Oh, if you true.
I forgot about
Unless
the
you wanna buy
shopping.
it from her.
In a level of all fairness, I did try to tell you guys sessions earlier that you may want to stock up on some shit because there's some shit we have to give to this lady, and apparently my warning fell on deaf ears.
Oh, it
Brain
did
go
not.
burr and did not have caffeine. I know better now.
Honestly, the case with my situation, I was kind of expecting to at least buy the spear back from my boss.
Yeah, well, good. Best of luck.
Honestly,
well,
we could
She's
probably
going to overcharge me the hell and back, but hey.
I mean, out of all the items that I have, the only one that's from the shipwreck is my Ioun Stone.
The only thing I may remotely consider getting from that lady is the frickin' cutlass, and that's up for debate because my non-lethal sword is debatably better in my head.
I
All right.
am not going to be using the cutlass, so hopefully.
So
Yippee.
as you all came in, it is become quite it's gotten closer and closer to the time where you guys will have to actually leave the island. The ship repairs are mostly completed. It's simply a matter of
Except for the first
preparing
payment.
oneself and doing everything that one needs to do. Last session was pretty eventful for one. Slinky Goober. I clicked on that by accident. That was not the real Slink. And as a result, Slink is now earned the Magic Initiate feat through study with one Morgan Le Fay, granting her access to more spells, which I assume you DM'd me at some point. And I
Somewhere,
will
yeah.
add.
Yes.
Let me double check our DMs.
Don't forget the ice damage, the new ice damage on board.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Fog
fun.
Cloud, Booming Blade, and Green Flame Blade.
Yeah.
That's interesting, actually. That's very interesting.
I cut, you try and trace, you go boom.
And you being
Uh,
and you being already 5th level, that's gonna, yeah, I that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has come close to me too much yet, but there's always a possibility, and I might have to start coming face to face with people.
I
I'm about
mean,
to
you're a
say,
swashbuckling rogue. Your best place is kind of close up or far away.
I'm about to say you could start like ahead of time and just prepping yourself by like running up, getting a hit or two in, then backing off and kind of repeating that process. But
Yep.
you.
Absolutely. As well as one what's their name? Jellyfish and Goober. Nyan. You also had an interaction with a sort of more learned individual as you in character discovered that more information about, I think, was that this session, the previous session, or the one before that, where you learned about the nature of the mark on your arm, as well as ended up having a roll to determine what you would get. Ultimately, you didn't end up receiving anything too crazy, but you do now have access to a bunch of new spells, which I assume you added on your own at some point.
Yes,
And
I did. And if I may, I'd like to keep those to myself until the party finds out, like a game of FAFO for the party. See what Zimnus has learned.
got it.
Yippee!
As well as the Magic Initiate spell, granting you
Yes.
the feat as well, granting you the ability to use one's chosen spell for free once a day.
I should be able to
Plus two
cast it while I have.
Plus 2
I
cantrips.
should be able to. Yeah, I should be able to also cast it. Cast that level spell if I have the appropriate spell slot, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
anything like that gives you access to a spell, you also learn the spell. Unless
Right.
it specifies otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
In addition to that, there were also a couple of neat situations with everyone. With one, these two heckin' goobers here, the Ganassi and Bird,
They're just
Square
dancing.
dancing.
They're just
Square
square.
dancing.
and this is the beginning of like a crack ship.
You did not just make that joke.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. The fuck you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's it. I'm rectangle dancing now.
You all had an interesting conversation with one kobold goober where you learned that he's struggling to come to terms with the fact that his choices are now like his own, and he doesn't know how to deal with having agency, caring about morality, and needing not only being able to do the right thing, but needing to do the right thing.
And I basically told him,
Emotional
listen.
damage.
And I basically told him, listen, if you have to, you might as well make the best of it.
And he was incredibly distressed by all of this. And it sort of rubbed one Kenku owl goober a very, very wrong way, as he basically admitted to his cowardice and his desire to not deal with any of the people here, or go out of his way to save the crew of River's old ship, which was oof.
Mm-hmm.
And we are now left with the final goober. A goblinoid goober. You had a funny little conversation with your fiance about what to do with your with the magical artifact that has been given to you, also known as your wedding ring.
Yes, yes.
And had a conversation with her regarding whether or not you should keep it, hide it away, and if there would be any possible way to prove that it was something that was made or purchased ahead of the trip, which, due to the overwhelming planar cosmic powers that your fiance has, there isn't, because they wanted to be a little special and make the ring themselves.
Which honestly, I am genuinely appreciative of. It's like, that's just really cute.
Yeah. As things carried on, you all ended up passing the night in different locations, with with Ezzy sort of sticking around with their girlfriend, Slink staying with Morgan Le Fay for the evening in order to practice their magic and gain a better hold of it. Now that they have Fog Cloud, 2 more sword-based cantrips. Honestly, you kind of have certainly have picked one. Pick the theme for yourself. And
I love the direction she's going, to be fair.
Jeez. I just realized that
Mhm.
I am slow on the uptake.
How so?
I just realized the whole theming.
Yes.
That was like 5 minutes ago.
I come in, I disappear, I help and stab.
I was more along the lines of more sword-based spells.
Slink is gonna be surprisingly clever. I'm gonna.
I think Slink has already proved themselves, at the very least, like, very aware.
Oh, aware, yes, aware and very proficient with their crafts. But now they're getting more and more
she's
clever
very
with
slinky.
the spell casting.
She's Slink. She is the embodiment of who Slink is.
I'm just saying that. She's getting more clever about it with her casting now.
Yes. It's a very slow but kind of makes sense progression for Slink.
I like it a lot.
Ooh,
I like it.
wait. Okay, one thing we do have to keep in mind is that spells that have verbal components break stealth.
True.
Fair. But they will be a sorcerer at some point. Subtle spell.
So silence. Subtle spell. Thank you. That's the one. Subtle spell. That would be shit.
Yes.
Then
she would be the greatest Slink of all time.
There's a reason why I chose Fog Cloud, because she's. I mean, she kind of can stealth through it. I'll work it out.
It's basically will make as much sound as like a Batman style smoke bomb, and that's basically what you have.
Oh, Batman!
I love it.
Because the point, part of the smoke bomb makes noise to get everyone's attention and hides the user.
There we go.
Today.
Smoke grenade!
And I believe that you, Zimnis, ended up staying with Merlin for the evening. And
Yes.
the rest of you two ended up resting on the ship. But we will come to
I have shopping I need to do.
Of course.
And other stuff. Things.
Smoke Grenade actually throws several dozen slices of ham on the floor.
What?
What?
Cool.
What?
So,
It only makes.
I
It only
mean,
makes sense
fashion?
with Blister Blue. It only makes sense with him.
Since I have the opportunity, the in between, thank you to Lucas Shark for a follow. You did not have to do that, but I deeply appreciate it. I will not be able to interact with chat right now. Smile. Be
Would
safe.
River like
Goodbye.
some company on their
Come?
outing?
River would enjoy company.
Funny.
Oh,
So
hey, there it is. Took me a second.
Yes.
I was like, where was the cum?
Come.
God damn.
There's nothing I have to do on ship first before I go do shopping.
If there's something I enjoy, it's come. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back.
Marsham, I need you
back,
to know I have
Marsham.
nothing but respect and admiration for you. Please don't.
Okay. Okay.
Did we take a long rest? Is that what happened?
Yes, everybody
You going to the next day?
would have taken a long rest.
Yippee! I get my spells back. The ones that I
get
wasted trying to
rages
contact
back.
people, which only one of them actually responded to me properly.
I was gonna
barely
say I
properly.
responded properly. No.
I'll say barely properly on my end. I gave you like a hint of, yeah, we split up. I'm doing a thing. Slink is practicing sorcery. I'm not there to supervise her.
Izzy's just cuddling with her girlfriend right now. Fiance.
Slink continue magic. Maybe blow something up.
The goober is unsupervised. Proceed
The
with caution.
goober.
Yes.
I'm just
Wow.
picturing, like, in the same cadence as the fitness gram pacer test. The goober is currently unsupervised. Please approach with caution. The goober
pizza
has
is aggressive.
access to strange magical techniques now, and they will become more volatile and
Huh?
magical as the goober progresses their journey into sorcerous magic. They will goob. I don't know.
Thank you, Nyan. Thank you.
Become.
All different level tonight.
Become.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
I
Us.
shall beauty.
all right. As you guys sort of, since Storm, you brought this up first, I will just start with you here. You would be able to wake up fairly early on in the morning, as not necessarily because there are repairs going on, but there are things that are. But you will see that the more nocturnal members of the crew. This will be McSquiggles. This will be Triana. This will be the whoever else has like dark vision and doesn't need sleep. Probably, I don't know. Probably one of the Bunny brothers is actually nocturnal too. Is technically, actually no. You know who's the nocturnal ones? It's Triana, McSquiggles, this boy, and
It's Izzy.
these two against their will.
I mean,
So everyone there.
Izzy
is-
probably takes a night shift or two once in a while just to help out.
Yeah. But like primarily like these two are sort of on call whenever emergencies happen, but the primary night crew would probably be these three plus Izzy plus some others. Plus Laura if she still exists, you know, superposition and all.
Schrodinger's fighter.
Yeah, basically. And you hear like different things being loaded, new empty barrels that were purchased really cheap that Mick and Zimnis will probably be tasked with filling with clean perfectly normal water at some point.
Also, Izzy, she has the
Izzy, to be fair, Izzy is a little busy sleeping on Divine Booba right now.
Well, primordial booba, different.
But thank you. So true.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Hunk shoe, hunk shoe, hunk shoe, hunk shoe, hunk shoe.
Damn, it should have been me. Anyways.
It should have been me!
I am not going to be able to get past. It's been 30 minutes. I know like 10 or 15 was me finishing up something, but it's been 30 minutes and that's just been us yapping through the recap.
Okay, so are we having fun?
Sounds normal.
Yeah. But two of you are able to like get up and hear, and little mouse voicer like gets up and like says like,
Hi. Sorry to bother you guys, but would it be alright if, well, we need to use as much storage as we can for, like, supplies and stuff, and that kind of also includes the room you guys are sleeping in, so, at least for now, get out.
Are they talking to me and River?
yes,
Oh, okay.
because they have to readjust the living spaces within here to try and maximize the space that they could use for supplies.
All right.
Fine.
Thank you. Sorry.
Up again anyways.
Gotta fill up some barrels or something.
Yeah, if you could. We don't know where Zim or, Izzy is, so we kind of could use some perfectly normal water whenever you have the opportunity.
I would have let either Triana or the captain themselves know if I see him at all about where the two of them were, because I spent the rest of the day on the ship and then in the inn.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess it seems like I have spent the night in the ship, but that's fine.
Or wait, sorry, I just assumed because you both were on the ship at this point, you slept on the
Well,
ship.
given the extra damage that happened to this ship a little later in the day, I probably would have spent the rest of the day on the ship to fix that.
It was nothing. It was just normal.
That's
routine.
probably why the two of you are so tired right now, because you had to stay up fixing that.
It was
honestly, Izzy's probably at the cat's in the cat's cradle right now with her fiance.
And so
I leave. I exit the room.
you exit the room.
Exit the room. Hi. Mick. The breathing underwater is nice and all, but the sword isn't quite my style. Do you got anything else that would work a bit better? Can't really hold the sword while I have my glaive.
I mean, I don't got much use for things that help me breathe underwater. I gesture to myself. I just kind of do that.
But I don't know what you guys have from the ship.
Yeah, hold up. Let's, do we have anything else in the ship that would...
Yes.
Well, because here's the thing, right? Carrying the sword, just having it on your person, gives you the water breathing.
It is also a 2-minute slot that I plan to use out for other things to help me think better.
Pinned all the things like in the Discord, or because the
It's in the-
Remembrance also just has cargo.
I can't access the
Shit,
Discord,
that's
I don't
my
think.
bad. Hold up, let me configure ownership. All players owner by default. So if you go into the actors tab at the top right of your screen of the Foundry, you'll be able to see vehicles. Open that up, and you'll see your little goob.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes.
I see River's character sheet on my thing.
Oh, what?
I've set all players as observer, probably at some point when they were in the church, but that's fine.
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have anything in here right now that would allow you to breathe. There is something that would give you a swim speed, but that doesn't
It
help.
also allows you to breathe underwater if you have the hood up.
Yes.
I know the item exists, but in character, I don't think River would just openly grab stuff from the cargo hold.
Wait, where's the...
Respectful.
Oh,
Cloak
Cloak
of
of the
the
Manta Ray. I
Manta
didn't
Ray.
even see that.
Yeah, Cloak of the Manta Ray is honestly it's just kind of funny to me.
All of
Unrelated,
the
but-
items within the hold would have been identified at this point.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna go... Yeah, I think we got one thing. Problem being is that pretty sure that was from the ship. It was from the... What's it called? The horde that we ended up ransacking by accident.
I might be able to add it to a new shopping list if I a new receipt if I go get one. Possibly, not a guarantee, but
I mean, if we're just looking for something that'll help you breathe underwater, there are a dozen and a half things that'll help you do that.
Mm-hmm.
all right. We'll
I take it you want company?
might as well.
All right. Oh, oops. My food's here. I will be right back.
all right.
No, you cannot leave. You are here
no,
now. You are trapped.
I don't want my food to get cold, please. I'll be right back.
All right.
I swear.
You step out, and head towards the market district. River, I would like you to give me a just an investigation check because someone's here helping you. I'll let you do it at advantage to try and find the best sort of place to find what you're looking for. That is a 15. That's not bad. I recall you sent me a list of the items that you were interested in. Let me look at that once more.
The only one that was the problem was one of them has multiple versions. That's what I was asking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a 15, you definitely will find one that carries some of the things you're looking for. You will end up finding a sort of shop that is run by a pretty let me roll a 1, 2,
I'm back.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Welcome back.
It literally just got here as we started the scene. I've been keeping an eye on it, and I'm like, no, please, stall more.
Give me a
Not like this.
D10 here. You will find a shop run by a small little grung fellow. They're like a little froggy boy. Like,
You're just a little...
and they have a stall that looks almost like a lemonade stand. And
Please tell me there aren't any ducks nearby.
Quack.
and it will just be it'll be you'll just see like this small frog and the lemonade stand and the sign that just says Gorf's stuff number 4 sale SAIL.
Incredible.
I love it.
I love it.
And Gorf GORF frog backwards.
God!
It
Fucking love it.
And this little grung will look at you, blink with one eye at a time, like in that weird, like reptilian way, and they'll just
The
sort of
lizard blink.
yeah, the weird like one eye at a time lizard blink, and
Versus the
look at
sideways
you.
bird blink.
And this little creature looks up at you.
Hey, you wanna buy stuff?
I wouldn't mind perusing your wares.
Okay. I have stuff. I wanna see. Ooh, I have weird tube.
And they just like put up like this these give me an arcana or just a flat intelligence check. And I assume you're here too, so you can also roll to see what this might be. Never mind, you can tell.
25.
He'll bring up like a strange, like, as he calls it, a weird
Ooh.
tube.
So true. Is it a weird tube though?
It does look like a weird tube of sorts. And you're not really sure what you're looking at initially. It sort of just looks like some rigid chains, sort of rings bound together by like metal straps. And it takes you a little bit to realize that these are, like, it's meant to be like arm bracers. And they don't seem like bracer normal. They don't look like they're mundane.
Weird tube. Want buy?
So they look like bracers, but they look like they have some sort of enchantment on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could use a little bit more protection, however little it could be. Sure, how much?
Tube is shiny. Shiny tube. Hollow. Chain, but pretty. Shiny.
Well, hold on.
Give me a
let's take that.
You guys, I was just gonna say, give me like a persuasion check
Uh-huh.
for like your vibes. And that can either be
Stay
Mick
less.
or Storm or River.
What's your
I
persuasion?
assume yours is better. I have a 0.
I got a +5.
Yeah, you can go.
So, am I rolling with this advantage because there's two of us, or am I just rolling for vibes?
So what you will also see, actually, you know what? With your Arcana check, I'll give you this as well.
Okay.
With a 25, you will probably be able to tell that they are enchanted, and a 25, I'll say, is just high enough to like identify them directly, as these weird tubes are bracers of defense.
Let's go.
And what's more, you will see that he has like little, like decorative,
Well, they
like
sure
little,
are weird tubes.
yeah. Like I posted them in the Downed and Drowned chat so that you could see, but they are tubular and they are weird.
Tubular man.
Tubular, dude.
Tubular, man. What?
And
Well, all right.
what's more,
I think
you will see like different like straps and like ropes and bindings all shut the fuck up all over the stand to sort of like keep it wrapped up and keep it together, because they don't have like glue or anything. They have literally everything tied up with cord, with line, with rope, with
Love
old
that.
belts and stuff. and you see something with a 25 that catches your eye. One of the ropes, or like ribbons, or I guess calling it a like leather strap or leather belt would be the most accurate, also appears to have some form of enchantment on it. But it's something that's currently being used to hold up the stand.
Okay. I'm gonna go. All right. Well, I think we're a bit interested in those weird tubes. I don't know if you'd want to set that aside because it might be a couple of things we're grabbing today. I had a question.
Yeah.
Now, you got quite the place here. I mean, you got all this set up without an ounce of glue. You got everything just tied up, and it looks pretty sturdy, all things considered.
Thank you.
But I saw...
Gorf smart. Found a rope.
I-
Made stand. Get money.
That's how you do it. Now, I had a
Yeah.
question. One of these things up here looks like it's got a bit of shine to it that I might recognize. What's that? And I'm pointing up at the belt that seems enchanted.
His rope. Just shiny. Soft.
Shiny rope.
though.
Well,
I like it.
would you mind if I took a look at it?
Give me persuasion. Wait. Give me persuasion here.
Sure. Nope, that's performance. Persuasion. No.
You probably rolled that.
I did? Oh, I did.
Yeah.
It was an 8.
Yes.
Can I help?
Sure. What do you say to help?
How would I help? It looks.
Nah, I can take the L. I don't mind.
I can't figure out.
All
Brain
good.
no register. I wanted to help.
No,
It's
I
okay.
get that, and you absolutely can, but like also, and I'll allow like a retroactive thing like that, but I need you to actually tell me how you help.
He'll look at you and
Just
say,
want to like start looking through your coin purse and intentionally flash the piles of gold.
Just
My friend here.
but how, Gorf? No. You know run with rope. My rope is stand. Help make money. I need rope. Maybe later.
That's fair.
Oh, I could offer you some rope if you want some help tying it.
Huh?
It's not as shiny as that rope, but it's still rope.
you can roll me a persuasion this time with advantage.
Yippee. You're rolling it because you're the one talking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking
bad.
god!
Okay.
That's a natural
Okay. Calm down. It's rope. Let's fucking go.
We could help you tie it if you need some help tying it.
Oh, yes, yes. Can I ask for help with this and this?
And you'll see that he's just like quietly sort of like asking you to like help you. He did his best, but he's not a Boy Scout. He doesn't know how to tie knots very good, and his stand was a little
Well-
shitty.
While the two of them are doing that, I'm also like tying the thing to get it more structurally sound. I'm going to either use the telekinesis ring that I have to like help hold things in place, or I'm going to start mending what I assume to be multiple broken pieces of this particular stand.
Yes, it is. It is. You'll actually recognize like different bits and bobs from like that's appear to be stolen from like broken debris. You'll recognize the leg of a chair that came from your room as part of the stand.
Whoops.
Like it's very clear that this little frog just
Rummaged through the
dumpster
trash.
dived and like to make this
Incredible.
stand.
I'm gonna help him make it look like it's in 13 pieces instead of 20.
But Storm, I'll and Marchim, I guess. Now that you have your hand on this particular like piece of rope, as Gorf calls it, give me an Arcana check.
$17.
And that one.
Incredible. Get a nat 20, get a nat 1. That's how the world balances out.
Yeah.
17. It looks like a magical belt, and as you take a look at it, you'll see that probably the reason why he was so hesitant to give this up is because it actually has like a little buckle on it, so it's easy to tighten and readjust as needed. And from the looks of it, he's adjusted it many times. It's seen wear not through use, and not the kind of wear that you could expect from a belt. As for...
Yeah, I swapped it for a couple more, like...
As for as for the buckle itself, Mick, you can understand all languages, yes? That's part of your character?
I can read all languages, yes.
There is some writing on the belt.
Ooh.
In a script you know is not common, and is likely why Gorf did not know the importance of this. It is written in giant script on the buckle.
Ooh.
And the script says fire. In giant.
Oh my god.
Huh. Well, that doesn't help me much. Well, I mean, here, and I toss it at you, River, as I finished reading it.
Hold on, finish tying. It's gonna hit him because he's just trying to finish tying a knot.
It just
I just
stops
picture
midair after it hits you.
I just picture the like it sort of just like gets like stuck partially on his face and beak as he's tying it. Like, you know that game where you have to put the like toss a ring over like a bottle?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hella rigged. So rigged.
You do it and it gets caught like on his beak and neck, on his beak and head, and it's just like, okay, I have this on now, while you're finishing up tying it.
It's got a little bit of script right on the buckle there.
I can't read the script though, but it's something a bridge to cross when we get to it.
It's a nice
There.
battle, I'll tell you that.
It looks it. There, here you go, Gorf. Your stand should be a little bit more sturdy now.
I want to say that this is what the upgrade looks like, basically.
Yippee!
I love it.
Love
Like
it. Perfect.
it's still scuffed as all hell. Clearly
It's
made.
still definitely a homemade lemonade stand, but it's emphasis on the stand. It's standing.
As you do say this,
Yes.
as you continue on with this, he's So like,
Oh, thanks for help with the stand. You are a friend now. Do you still want weird tube?
and he like puts both up to your face as he's like showing it to you.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, weird tube in this belt.
Okay. How much for weird tube? Tube.
How much do I think these would likely cost? I don't know what the fuck the belt is. As players, we have guesses. Mick, his best guess is that it's a belt with like some fire effect.
He's thinking it says,
Your friend. Rope not super expensive. So like
he just holds up a hand with 5.
5 gold for rope.
All right,
Alright.
easy enough.
And
I'd hand him the 5.
Tube. Tube made of gold. Tube. Look very shiny and pretty.
But you're selling them.
100 gold pieces.
and they look really, really smug.
Fair.
I
What do you think, Mick?
I kind of stand up straighter and like cross my arms. Do I if I know what these are, I know how like not fair of a price that is, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Like
Yes, you do.
like that's fucked up. But also he found him it sounds like he found him in the garbage, so it's not like he bought them from someone. So I don't know how bad I feel about it. Listen, the man stated his price.
I think that's not the haggle in this case.
Yeah. All right. Pull my leg, but I'll take the 100.
Yay!
And he just like takes the thing.
Now I turn to River. We still gotta find something to help you breathe, though.
That's true.
Got anything here that'll help a fella breathe underwater? And a big fish bowl turned upside down don't count.
Puts down the bowl.
Not sure. One
That's all right.
moment. We'll look.
And you would just see that he pulls out like a big duffel bag, and on it there's like the initials of a sigil that you may have seen like on like buildings near the eastern end of the city, on like some books written by some books carried around by different mages. Here, a sigil with the crest and the initials M.A. As this grung just like digs through and pulls out a bunch of different things here.
Use my magical awareness.
Can you
Yeah.
use your magical awareness?
Yeah, to see if any of the things that anything else that he's putting out has a magical signature.
Sure. Everything he's pulling out has a magical signature. There is no way that this is normal. He pulls out several what look like spell books, what look like wands, and which he just refers to as sticks, and he just like looks at one that like looks like it's just made out of wood. And with your magical awareness, you could probably tell is living wood, like a proper, like strong druidic focus. Like,
Why stick here?
and just chucks it into like the bush somewhere.
Oh, well, there it goes.
And you will see like he finally pulls out a
Nose ring.
not a nose ring, a small what's little how do I say this? Well, let me look up what this looks like, because I see it in my list here, but I don't know what it looks like
Wow.
aesthetically
Does
speaking.
require attunement. Because that might be a problem. That's why I wanted to get rid of the sword.
Does it require attunement? Does
Does
not.
it require atonement? Yippee!
It's the 1920s. Let me check something. There is no
Okay.
defined there is no defined how shall I say description of this, so it's yeah, you will just see like a small like newsboy cap that he like quickly like dips into a puddle on the ground, looks on it, sees that it's still dry, and he's like,
Okay. This no like water, so maybe help.
Do you think it'll help? How much do you want for it?
to be clear, it looks like this.
I knew it!
It's a fucking Jacksepticeye ass hat.
Why? It's this spot. It's fine.
I was
Incredible.
I was so tempted to make it a fedora. But
So
Mark.
true.
aesthetically it can be whatever you want it to be. But it is like just a hat that doesn't get wet. He's noticed, and he says,
This no like water.
and that's sort of how he's been testing what does and doesn't like isn't water breathing. He like sort of dips it in the water. Does it get wet? Yes or no? Okay, it back in the bag or just somewhere out into the street. And he's just looking at the at everything and says,
This.
puts it on the table, and give me an Arcana check to sort of determine what it is. The
Oh boy.
DC is not very high because the rarity on this thing is actually not very high either.
Beep boop.
Okay.
Well, apparently it's my
Well,
turn.
All right.
Man, Karma hates me.
I may have
19?
forgotten. I may have forgotten
Yes.
that I. Oh, you rolled the one. I thought I rolled the one.
No, I rolled the one.
I also may have forgotten that I have guidance. Oops.
Oopsie.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oh, stinky.
Someday I'll remember.
Poopies.
Oh,
Anyways,
you know what? I can just pin it. Hold on, I'm gonna pin it. So I can't for gore.
you will see, Mick, easy enough. You've seen these before. It is a cap of water breathing. Sometimes you can see them as like actual swim caps. Sometimes you can see them as like something fancy. This time, this looks like someone just took a hat and put the enchantment on it and sort of just like, all right, well, that's that project done, and then just tossed it in the bag.
So true. I just kind of like look at it, give a shrug and a nod to River. Just, I mean, I recognize the magic. It should work just fine.
Lovely. Also,
He'll look at the hat, put it on the table, stare at it, put it on himself, sort of like snug his stick his head inside as far as it'll go, like a child, and then like
Valid.
takes it off, stares at it again, like puts it up so that it looks like it's on your head.
Hat?
there. Also, if you can get that stick that you threw, that'll take the stick off your hands too.
I don't know where it went.
Magical awareness.
It's right over there. He'll literally point out exactly where it is.
I got it. You pay the guy. I'll go pick it up.
All right. How much do you want for the both of them?
They will look.
I'd like to think that during this scene, the camera is just like has River and the grung on the right side of the screen, and on the left side of the screen in the background is just Mick upside down in a bush.
Yes.
They'll just like look at you and say,
I mean, stick just stick. Stick, you can take stick. 20 gold for hat.
I think that's a great price to show. He'll pay it.
I feel
Got
so
it.
bad. This is such a stupid NPC. I feel so
I love
bad for
them. I will die.
Yeah,
I will die for Gorf.
Dwarf is amazing.
To clarify, this is what the stick looks like.
Oh,
Pretty.
Oh.
it's so beautiful.
Very pretty.
Very pretty.
Very nice. Cherry blossom wand. I hope Mix Squiggles will mix. Yep.
Froggy bean.
Now we just have like a little froggy druid with the flower wand. Starting their
Correct.
magical girl arc. I need that drawn now. Anyways, you'll, I assume, hand over the money.
Yes.
All told, that would be like, what was it? Rope was free. The rope was
The
5
belt-
gold.
The belt was 5. The the tubes were 100 and the wand was 20.
That's so fucked up.
That's fucked up. Again, I remind you, these are all things that he just found in the trash.
Thank you for your business, Garth. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I hope your stand will be a lot more prosperous.
I hope it'll stand.
Thank you. You good friend. Gorf appreciate.
As he looks around, he will see like a small, not small, but like a sort of cop-looking person, a like druidic guardsman, sort of look over and say like, "Hey, get back here!" And like sort of whistle go and like, and Gorf is like, "Oh no!" And he grabs like the banner that like says like Gorf's stuff, grabs the duffel bag full of like magical goods, and just hooks it.
Be safe, bye!
And he just starts running as this cop just like looks and like is just chasing after him, and they like look at the cop, like sees you, just sort of like the two of you like looking in disbelief, sees Gorf and he's like, and just chases after the frog instead of questioning you, and just like and you guys are just
slowly walks away from the shop.
I think we just bought illegal goods.
I also believe that.
Look, if I care, we're heading off today.
Yeah, so hopefully this will be useful.
The fact
Not my
you
problem.
didn't get receipts.
Um,
Do you think Gorf would have made receipts?
Yeah, I don't think he will ever make receipts.
well, I could probably work something
If you
out
got a
there.
receipt from Gorf, it would be
They bought this from Gorf. Gorf sold this.
So true.
that's the receipt.
I'd like to think most of the magic also has like a way of telling where it was made.
Wait, he, does he know how to write?
Barely.
I mean, barely, yeah. It's like,
Like 9 int looking at.
So true.
Could probably work. I could probably write something out. It shouldn't be too much of a problem.
As
I
you
mean, to be fair, anything that you got, like you weren't here when we left, so I don't know how much.
It's fair. But if push comes to shove, and what's her face? The boss lady, fucking Pious Highborn.
Yeah, it sounds like a futurist problem, really.
Yeah, but you saw me purchase the equipment, so you could verify.
I could.
Anywho, puts a hat on. What do you think? Not sure. Quite my style, but it'll do.
I mean, before the magic makes it fit you, it makes you look like a dweeb.
That's
I
fine.
can. I'm not gonna lie. I can totally see River wearing that hat and actually working.
Oh,
it.
100%.
really?
Yeah, I can see that hat working.
I
for
can
River.
too.
Absolutely.
I was thinking that you were gonna end up taking it to like one of the Bunny Brothers so they can remake it into a hat that actually works aesthetically
fine.
for you.
No,
Yeah,
it's
fine.
great. 10 out of 10.
Slight racist, but it's fine. No, not really.
The
do.
two of you will peer the see the tail of Gorf and just like decide, not my circus, not my monkeys, and you will head back to the ship to prepare to set sail, I assume, unless there is anything else you want.
Nothing that I want in particular now.
Same. I got what I was looking for.
All right.
I want to try to find Slink.
Uh-oh.
Give me a well, actually, before we do that, if you were going to try and find Slink, I'm going to pivot instead off to a fishy boy. Yan.
Right, Fish Boy turns into House of 1,000 Corpses. Let's do this. What's going on?
I don't think Nan
Uh,
has a shield.
I don't think they can use one, right? Whimsy?
I'm making a joke to a different campaign entirely. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can add
I
these to my
lost.
inventory, right?
Sorry?
I can add these to my inventory, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Where do? Edit.
I'll actually add things to you. Hold up one moment. Item. Belt. A belt of go fuck yourself.
Fuck me yourself, coward.
I've offered many times, but sorry. Cap of capping and the wand of what was the name of that wand? The
Cherry Blossom one.
The cherry blossom one, yeah.
yeah. It doesn't actually really do anything. He's kind of right when he said it's kind of just a stick.
It's flare. It's essentially what it is.
Oh, it was brimming with magic. Why not grab it?
So
Yeah,
true.
why not?
And and the bracers of
A focus is a focus, and McSquiggles might find it pretty. I know I would.
bracer of flying daggers. Oh boy.
Oh,
So that exists. I love that.
yes, it is. It's actually 2024 handbook actually like gave it a really really good upgrade.
This is what the cherry blossom wand does as you're like looking at it. It doesn't require attunement, so just waving a little bit it makes it very easy to tell. As you sort of just like point it at a random just like haphazardly you point it and suddenly the area turns into a shoujo manga around you two and it becomes a little awkward. But that's about it.
Not gonna lie, it was actually Izzy and Thea in that area.
The air within a 20-foot cube centered on the point stirs into a light, dramatic breeze that carries a flurry of delicate pink cherry blossoms. It's just anime. Anyways, all that was added.
Is?
No,
Not canon.
not canon.
Not canon yet.
Not canon. Hey yo.
Enemies to lovers?
You guys aren't really enemies though.
Kinda.
You'll have to get to enemies first so you can be lovers.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Possible.
Anyways, Zim, you are off studying and you're just about to complete everything.
Yes.
Is there anything on your mind necessarily? Anything that you would have, you would probably want to do as you're leaving?
Yes. The only other thing that I could think of is that I did come here to try to get as many questions as possible, and since I have literally only so little time to get everything, I think one thing he would try to look into while writing things down is what kind of information does this school have, if any, on the Flying Dutchman, or if it's just going to be strictly like word to mouth because, or like rumors, whatever.
Oh boy, I have information on the Flying Dutchman. Give me an investigation check.
You got it.
And I'll say because of where you are, make it at advantage.
You got it.
You are in a school run by a time mage.
25.
First things first, as you're like looking through the libraries, you'll see like a random student like, oh God, where's my bag? Where's my bag? Oh no. I fell asleep. I can't find it.
Yeah.
And it seems that like a bag from the school from what looks like an artifice student has gone missing.
Yeah. Do I just spot it somewhere?
You do just spot the student, not the bag.
I see what happened here.
What?
I don't get it.
The student from Merlin Ambrosius's school, MA, lost their bag of stuff from their artificing unit and can't find it. You guys just purchased from a grung that pulled random miscellaneous magical stuff out of a bag that had the initials MA on it.
Yeah.
Together.
I can't. So I am not privy to this knowledge. I cannot help this poor being.
But out of character, I just wanted you guys to know that's what's happened. Like, oh, unfortunate. Shit happens.
Yeah.
But you're looking through, and I get to tell you some meta information about my world. Not just this campaign, but another campaign.
Love to hear it.
The title of the book is Strange Seas. An account of naval events in the Bermuda Triangle during the early 1600s. And as you read it, you'll notice that some of the you'll notice that like this text, while publicly available, does appear that it is incomplete.
Is it because there's just not like a whole lot of information on what occurred? Because,
It's not necessarily that. It's more like it's redacted.
So I just imagine like some of it's been there's just been black permanent marker across some spots.
Yes.
Okay.
And as you're looking through this, you will see mention of Davy Jones, or a chapter that supposedly says the origin of nautical myths. And on different chapters, you will see like the Flying Dutchman and in one of them. And as you do see, you'll find that, flip to that page, you'll see that a lot of it is redacted. But you do get the name of like the captain and a lot of depictions of things that you already know. Like the strange ghostly light, the ethereal, almost jovial, enchanting music that seems to take people. The fact that the ship is cursed to not touch land or to not be able to dock at or to dock and make reach landfall or even touch the sea. You get the name of the captain of the ship, Davy Jones, also known as Redacted.
Okay.
And a lot of information like aesthetically about the book. So like if you were to go right now and Google the Flying Dutchman and see like images of the ship, you're able to like find all of that information. But in terms of like some key specifics, there are pages and pages. Like this is the thickest part of this book's this chapter is supposedly like one of the thickest ones, but also is far and away the most redacted out of anything here.
That's insane. Okay, backpedaling a moment. It does. So there is obviously confirmation in this book about the music. Am I able to get further information on said music, or is that also heavily redacted?
The information that you will get would... Sorry?
Sorry. I was about to ask, like, is this music like, is it singing? Is it an instrument of some sort?
You will see that accounts call for simple handheld instruments that are relatively easy to maintain. You'll hear there are sounds of drums, of viols, and different, in particular, your traditional, like, think shanty style music, that sort of thing, and hundreds of voices singing.
All right. So this is not just like one instrument that's just...
It's almost an orchestra.
It's a goddamn choir. Okay. I see what's happening. All right. All right. That's good to know. That is actually very, very useful information. Let's see. Now you already have some theories, but let's do some confirmation on that. What? Is there any confirmation on how this ship is like appearing and disappearing, or is that another thing that's redacted?
It actually does appear that there would have been confirmation. It is known that the ship travels through redacted once more.
Well, I got a strong theory on that anyway, but it's fine. But I know what's going on with the music. How much fucking music? Give me a moment before I do anything else. I gotta double check a thing.
You're kind of a little fuzzy. Your microphone is hard to understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like you're talking through a wall right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Does.
All right, could I get 1, 2, 3? No. All right, now that I know what's going on with the music, would I be able to get... It would be impossible to cover that much ground, but I got a better idea. Would this be the place where I could purchase... would the school be a place to where I could purchase scrolls?
I'm gonna regret this. Yes, you could.
Excellent. I would like to request 3 scrolls of silence.
I see your plan.
That is one part of it, but I'm not... Obviously, there's no way in hell I'd be able to cover the entire orchestra. But I think at the very least, if we could cover ourselves, we might be okay.
Yeah.
You will be able to purchase this. I want to see what the rarity of a spell scroll is, so I can give it a price.
Well, that's a 2nd level spell scroll. Hang on, because they all start. Hang on, spell scroll. That would be second level. That's uncommon.
You'll probably be able to purchase each one for about 150 gold each.
Easy enough. All right. Cool.
How many do you buy?
Cool.
Sorry?
3, so that's 450 gold.
Perfect. I will subtract that from the ship's coffers.
Excellent. Let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to do. I'm keeping it practical. I'm keeping it simple. But I am trying to cover our asses to the best of our ability. No, I think that's gonna... I think that would do it. Yeah, we'll have to make do with that. But that's more than enough. Okay. Cool. That said, what else? Because all I got from this information was that the ship appears and disappears, and I got a theory of how. The fricking music, it doesn't touch the water. I now know that it can't touch land. Does anybody have a? That's a good question, just for the shits and giggles. Is there at all any sort of picture on the captain and crew, or the ship itself?
No.
There are some artistic depictions of the ship.
Mhm.
But the captain itself? No.
Not so much. All right. It'd probably be good to know, just that way we can identify identify said ship. Either way, that is honestly, I don't think there's much else that can be looked at with this book, with everything else so heavily redacted.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Beyond that, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, as you're like looking at this book, you'll see like just some students, this half-elven guy sort of comes back and like, oh, why are you looking at that?
He kind of looks over his shoulders and goes, long story short, I'm working alongside survivors.
Oh, all right. I mean, probably not. That book's not going to be ready for a while, though. Like, the book is. God damn it.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn it, Abby.
She gone. Now you were saying, I didn't quite.
That is Avi. That is probably my best friend. She's an absolute delight. I love her to death.
Yeah.
And she's a
great.
fucking gremlin. Anyways.
She is a rat girl. In the best way
fine.
possible.
Now, he said that this wasn't going to be prepared. Could you elaborate on that?
It's not going to be ready for a while. Merlin's trying to figure out find more information about the named individuals in question there.
Well, needless to say, the survivors that I am working alongside with are not going to let what the Dutchman did go unanswered. And I took some personal initiative to figure out what it looked like.
I could not understand a word you said.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
You garbled a lot there.
Hang on. Alright, can you hear me now?
It's a bit of the same. You're okay. It's just that occasionally you can't be heard very well.
Yeah.
Alright. I may have to start typing this out if this gets any worse.
All good.
But Zebnis will say, well, the crew that I'm working with, 3 of the 3 survivors, they're not going to let what the Dutchman did go unanswered. So, I've taken some personal initiative to figure out what little I can, and have a few theories, or at least have a theory to work off of.
Oh, I see. I thought you were just doing like a history paper or something. Forgive me. I'm sorry. There's only so much that can be done.
I understood.
Are you a student here?
No, just visiting. But
Oh. Well,
yes,
you should. Oh, continue.
Yes, you see, we just docked here a couple of days ago after being attacked by a sea dragon.
That'll do it. Yes.
Couple of us nearly died. Couple more actually died, but were revived. But the short of it, we've been here a couple of days, and it's been quite thrilling. You probably more than heard about the demented pyromancer.
I heard of that. I wanted to go to the show, but I was studying. Anyways, if you're new here, you should know. With regards to like historical documents like these, history is not always in stone necessarily. Part of what Professor Ambrosius's work involves actually determining which paths of history are the ones that actually happened. Goes beyond a bit truth seeking, more about stabilization. It's covered a lot in Intro to Chronomancy, but I figured you should know that story has not been told yet,
Yes.
or so
Well,
that's
yeah,
why
completed as
so
well.
much so much is not ready. For context, I've told you all I could because that campaign hasn't happened yet.
Yes.
Understood. Fair
Yes.
enough. So I get that. So
Yippee!
he sits there, kind of nods and understands, and goes, "Well, what little I've decided to take up is about as much chronomancy as I'm willing to take. Any more than that, I'd probably be putting a lot of people in danger." So he kind of closes up that book. Goes, "I certainly appreciate that piece of information. However, but about that theory, maybe having a second professional opinion. It's now in the book. It's redacted on how this this ship is traveling, how it's disappearing and reappearing. I have a theory that it is because of its nature. It's traveling in and out of the ethereal plane, and that theory is even more reinforced when you think about how the ethereal plane is. It's obviously a veil between material and ethereal, to where they sort of share the same realm. The only difference is that, well, obviously one's for the dead, one's for the living. The other being that veil is more or less one way. We can't see through the ethereal, but the ethereal can see us clear as day, and that would make sense with the Dutchman being able to appear just within reach of a ship before it attacks. They've been stalking them. The entire time.
You might be onto something. I haven't really looked into that, but it could be. There are powerful enough creatures that can travel through the astral itself, instantly create shift into different planes, so that's also a possibility. It doesn't necessarily have to be the ethereal, but the ethereal does seem likely.
Plus, the ethereal is not the easiest plane to travel to, but the least difficult, from what I understand. A lot less difficult than, say, the astral plane.
Very well. Well, I hope that your studies go well. I have to get back to mine. So,
Yes, of course.
and they'll be off. And you will get a bit more information about the Dutchman, how it was first discovered within the Bermuda Triangle and later migrated to different parts of the world. Typically, actually no. It was first discovered in the around the Horn of Africa, but has also been spotted in the Bermuda Triangle around the sort of different trade routes from southern Africa to Europe, sort of just like along that western side coast here and there. You get different.
Sorry. So it's targeting different trade routes?
By the looks of it.
Okay, so they are not going in they're not staying in specifically one spot.
No.
Got it.
It would seem that they have been seen as far south as South Africa and as far north as like Greenland. But always within the Atlantic or at the very least the Gulf of Mexico.
All right. I take it there'd be no chance in hell I'd be able to take this book with me.
Abs.
You can ask.
Okay. Who would I be asking in that regard?
I would presume that you're looking for a librarian and you would find one. Hello.
Hello there. What? Who am I speaking to at the moment, by the way?
It is a sort of plasmoid individual. You are talking to Goop with eyes.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's how I identify.
Me too.
Yeah. Zemscope. Yes, just a question. Given recent circumstances, I have a few. Excuse me. Hang on. I have a few colleagues who would be very interested in this piece of literature. Would I be able to take it outside of the school grounds?
Outside of school grounds is fine, but if you try to show but there's a illusory script on it, so anyone who reads this stuff and hasn't been on Avalon before just sees blank pages.
Oh, well,
You'll
that
have
makes
a
things
hard
easier for me.
time sharing this information.
Well, luckily for me, all three of my colleagues have been on Avalon, currently on Avalon. But good to know.
Alright, how long do you need this checked out?
He goes, first and foremost, I understand some of these libraries have a fee to it. Is there a fee to how long to checking it out?
No fee. We stamp a sigil on it with the amount of time you need, and once that time is up, it teleports back to the library, undergoing a mendings process to make sure that it's available and ready for the next person to check it out.
Oh,
If there is an emergency, it might be teleported back without your knowing, but provided that you carry your receipt, you simply need to tap it again and it will appear in your hand with an apology and an extension to your to your checkout date.
Great.
Honestly, that's really cool.
That's actually like really, really good. Yeah.
And respectable. Like, solid.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's really good.
Yeah. Said Mrs. Cope. All right. Fantastic. That's actually terrific. How long would it take to get from? Would we know how long it would take to get from frickin' Avalon to Spain? Like just taking
Teleport
that train to
spell.
say, no.
Oh, my apologies. It's like
Downtime.
Given
we
that it would probably only like realistically would have taken you like a month travel back like on from your boat to from like the Pacific, which was where you guys were originally, to here, and you spent 3 days here. It'll probably take you like a week.
yeah.
All right. I will. Out of that week, Zimus will go. I believe sharing it with my 3 colleagues. 5 days ought to suffice.
All right. I have to read this out to you. Please know that the longer you request your checkout date, the more likely the chances that someone else will require the piece of literature that you have reserved for yourself. Should an emergency happen or a serious event, there may be a need to recall any or all library books within your possession. If this happens, you will be issued an apology as well as an extension on your checkout day. Should the book be found intentionally damaged beyond repair, you will be issued. The black mark will be placed on your name and you will be unable to check out any more books from the library. If intentional tampering or misinformation is found among the book, you will be subject to penalties. All right. You should be all set. Here's your sigil. And stamp.
Yeah.
Here. The book is ready.
Thank you very much.
Don't worry. Provided you have the sigil, you have the book. Next!
You know what I think about? Yeah, that's what I think about. I'm always watching Wazowski.
Always watching you.
I feel sufficiently bureaucrated.
So I take it at this point we're about pushing noon, so Zimnis is gonna try to book it over to
Hell yeah.
book it over to the ship.
Yeah.
No
I'm
pun
sorry.
Bureaucratic.
I'm sorry for the unsatisfying answer of, hey, that's part of another campaign. I can't tell you too much.
It's
No,
fine.
that's cool as hell. That adds like a layer of like time is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Time is fucky wucky.
Yeah.
Time is a weird soup.
It's the only way that I've been able to like say like, hey, that's why like I can have these disconnected campaigns at different points in history and have them still exist within the same world. Only when the campaign happens is history actually written in stone. Only when this campaign ends will everything that happened in it become canon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is
All right.
yeah, fun.
really
Anyways,
cool.
going back to one Green, Messor, and Jess playing games. Green, you are searching for one Slinky Gorl. Hold up. This requires different ambience now.
Honestly, Izzy probably is gonna be assisted by her fiance as well, because she probably asked, is it like, hey sweetie, you mind helping me find someone? One of my coworkers is gonna have to be on the ship before that, and I'm not sure where she's at.
Oh, that's not too big of an issue. I can absolutely do that. Hold up, I'll send them a message.
Wait, don't.
Why not?
Last time we tried that, Slink doesn't know how to doesn't understand message, or even sending for that matter. So,
Well, I'll just tell them.
And you will see that they quickly start speaking out quietly, mouthing words that you can probably you've been around her enough to be able to sort of tell what she's mouthing. And you will you will see her mouth out the words, "Hello, Slink. We met in the entertainment district earlier. Ezzy is looking for you. This is a spell. You can respond by saying anything aloud." And just sort of email notification whoosh goes off, and Slink, you hear that in your mind as you I want you practicing sorceress abilities from the perspective of it being more physical involvement. What do you think Slink looks like after practicing for hours and only just being able to get the clearly effective training, because in a couple of hours you've managed to over the course of the night you managed to get the magic initiate feat, learn a couple new cantrip options, and even fog cloud. Your arsenal is definitely getting built up. How do you think Slink's physical and mental is right now?
She is probably exhausted. She's probably pushed her little mental brain so hard, harder than she's probably ever done. Because now she really has a drive to learn what the heck is going on. So she's probably oh, poison, oh, spell. Yes, Slink is practicing spells. Slink knows now. Go back to soon. Yes, tired, very tired. She probably doesn't know about the limit of numbers, so I don't know how much that went through.
That whole thing went through. Unless you include the was and as words.
That's her brain. She doesn't know the word limit, so she's probably, yeah.
All right, then that's probably all you get out, because you still had a couple of words left. I was counting. And she's like, and Green, you will see your girlfriend, your fiance Thea, sort of just get a very confused look. It's okay, they seem to be well. They're practicing magic. I didn't know they were a mage.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Slink, Zinnis kind of mentioned that they were practicing magic unsupervised, and I'm not sure who she's practicing with. Did she ever brought up a name?
No name. They said that they would head back soon. Would you still like to meet up with them? I can ask them where they are.
Honestly, yeah, I would love that. Quite literally,
Okay.
I'd rather have them be safe with someone like us.
Starts mouthing again. Izzy is worried about you and wants to meet up with you where you are. Can you let us know where you are, please?
Slink know where she's at. She knows that she's at the library, but does she know
You would
exactly
be
where the library-
in you wouldn't necessarily be in the library as much as you are in City Hall, still with Morgan Le Fay in her private garden area.
That's what I thought, because they went from the library and then to the garden. That's right. So, after hearing that message, Slink will be like, "Oh, yes, a Slink and very, very secluded, special garden. Only certain people go in. Must ask friend if can come in. It's their garden." and Slink will go up to what was her name again?
Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan. Yes, Morgan.
You ran out of words, so if you're asking them, so you ask them, and what's gonna happen? You go up to her and she's like,
I noticed you were speaking.
were you using a spell? Are you okay?
Slink is fine. Someone else use spell. Slink know how to use spell, but they speak in Slink's head, and she kind of like points to her head. Not sure how, but they speak. You know here?
No, I don't. I think you. What did they want from you?
They want to know Slink okay, where's Slink at, can come see, but I say your garden, special garden, secret garden. No can come, unless you say okay.
I would be interested in meeting more of your allies. I would allow this. Let them know that they are welcome.
Okay, how? Do I just speak? They hear me now? Oh, yes,
Huh.
no.
You don't know the spell. I do, but I don't know who you're talking to. Shoot. Just quietly. Fuck.
What a pickle.
A couple minutes pass,
This is
and
glorious pickle.
and Thea's like, I think that they can't respond. I'm gonna hold up. Mouths again. Slink, are you okay? You can respond to this. Are we allowed to join in? Who did you ask?
She hears this in her voice.
Yes,
I
again.
mean, in her head.
In her head again.
Oh, they respond back. Megan would like to meet. Yes, friend would like to meet new friends. New friend meet new friend.
The way Slink talks is so terrible for a second.
So
I love
word inefficient.
Yes.
She
Yes.
doesn't know. She doesn't know there's a
I
word
love
in it.
this.
The
I
president
love-
said you can come play.
But
You see what I mean, Thea? You see what I mean with sending?
we have no other way. Slink, for 3 words in sending. Where are you?
In the garden.
Is the garden.
Sending again. Please be more specific. Which garden are you in?
Friend Megan's garden.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Morgan. My brain is breaking. Because it's like, I want to be specific, but I know Slink doesn't have the mental capacity to be so detailed.
I love this so much. It's glorious.
What's even
More-
funnier is they're not even that far from the ship.
No. They'll just like a couple seconds. A couple seconds pause. Morgan, you and like Green, you see her. Morgan. Mouths again. Do you mean Morgan Le Fay? Are you in their garden?
Yes, new friend.
Thea, completely exacerbated at this point. Holy shit. They're with Morgan Le Fay. They're in City Hall. Let's go.
Izzy's kind of just. Izzy just kind of. Her mouth's a bit of a jar when she hears Morgan Le Fay. Like, holy shit! I thought I was never gonna meet her.
I just think of like a person that's never watched like any kind of TV meeting a celebrity and then like just becoming just casual friends and everyone's like, oh my god, you fucking know this person? Don't you know who this person is? And they're like, who?
5 level 3 or higher spells.
She's a warlock patron, so she can expend the money. Or magic, but also fucking hell.
5 level 3 or higher spells.
Do you realize that's fucking that's all the level that's all the spell slots a warlock fucking has?
They're a patron, but
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
She's all
Yeah.
powerful.
but also that's high quality content.
If Slink was smart, she would have just ran over to the boat, said, hey, I made a new friend this way. But no.
To be fair,
Link would never do that.
you know, this has some serious I'm at soup energy.
Yeah,
What do you mean you're at soup?
100%. I'm so
Well,
glad
to
I
be fair-
decided to do this.
I did
But
also
to be fair-
remember, Green, that you wanted to introduce Thea to River, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. To also be fair, if Thea and Izzy were just as smart, Izzy did get confirmation that Xemnas was there with her at one point, but wasn't anymore.
It's like
Also true.
Thea didn't know that, and Ezzy didn't
And
tell
told
her.
her. Yeah, Izzy didn't tell her. Yeah, exactly.
Izzy forgot to tell Thea because she's because she was probably
Well-
still a bit tired from the morning.
Unfortunate. All right. Well, continue on.
Izzy's not a morning person.
Oh,
can tell.
question. Is he gonna have Thea notify the party for everyone to join in? Because it sounded like Morgan wanted everybody to meet everyone. Oh wait, that would have been
That would have been Slink needing to communicate.
yeah. Morgan
Slink
said
did
that
not.
to Slink, not to
Yeah.
No, this is the worst game of telephone I think I've ever seen.
Mhm.
This is great.
Yeah.
Honestly,
This is how telephone should be.
Gold.
I have never been happier wasting a god spells.
Right?
yes. Honestly.
This has been nothing but you. This entire arc has been nothing but you guys just abusing the time of these fucking powerful people just because you guys are player characters and they know that, but still.
I mean, be completely honest, during the whole time with Izzy's walking over to the city hall, she's consoling Thea the entire time. It's like, I'm sorry I had to make
Why
you
do they
that.
talk that way? I'm sorry, but why do they talk that way?
I'm sorry, she's not smart. She's a kobold.
I've
don't
met
know.
plenty of smart kobolds. That's
I
not. That
know.
doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm pretty sure I have a warlock that's a smart kobold too. Like that's the. What?
I'm sorry, sweetie. It's just she's not that smart. The only thing the only thing she might be good at is maybe a calculus. I don't know.
It's like 20 minutes of that as you walk your way over to City Hall.
It's like, and once in a while, Izzy pats Thea on the back. It's like, there, sweetie. It's just like, look, I am sorry that you had to deal with her. She's
As
much
you-
better in person. She's much better in person. I can tell you that.
As you get onto City Hall, you will see that Thea gets like a little buzz on a sending stone. She like opens it up, and it's like it does look like a 90s flip phone in the way that it's an oyster shell that she just opens up and like, fuck. I'm sorry. I would love to meet your friends right now, but I And then you will both run into and then you'll both sort of run into River sort of in front of City Hall.
Oh, hey, River, how you doing?
Not
Wait.
bad.
Well, where'd I go?
Are you
Where-
with me?
Where
where's-
did you go?
I was with River at shopping.
I just moved by myself. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I guess then
just-
Mick would also be
Hey,
there.
Mick. Hey,
Just-
Mick, hey, River,
I
how
was
you... Yeah, you were with him the whole
Okay.
time. Yeah, it's like,
I moved when you were AFK.
I see how it is.
Call them Sam Reich the way they've been here the whole time.
yes. Yes. Hey guys, how's it going, you two?
Not too bad. I did a little bit of shopping.
Oh, lovely.
She like immediately closes her little sending clam and just like, hi. Suddenly, like as soon as they're in front of actual people, like, nope, I don't have to answer this now.
I got a feeling we might have bought illegal goods.
Probably.
Oh, we'll deal with that
Imme-
later. I will deal
you
with that
know,
later.
sometimes the best goods are. I'm not gonna tell anybody.
I like her.
I'll deal with
There's
that.
no-
Hey,
I've heard
this is
no
my
true repentance in
fiancé,
recent days.
River.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, what? I
I'm
was
sorry.
talking.
Everyone was talking and I could not absorb
Yeah.
anything.
Same.
Same. You
All
go
right,
first,
one at a
River.
time.
I said, I agree. I haven't heard any better phrase in about a week.
What
Well,
did you end up getting? I'm kind of curious.
I got these bracers.
Got weird tubes,
And the hat.
stick, hat.
And rope. Don't forget rope.
Oh, right.
So that's a. Oh, and you'll like be able to like clock the like immediate like skill with magic as she says, weird tubes, bracers of defense, hat
Yep.
is a cap of water breathing,
Right on.
wand. I'm not too keen on druidic, but I think it's a flower, cherry blossom flower.
It's for the drama, really.
Okay, and that's just a belt of giant strength.
I'm sorry, I bet a what now?
Oh, Belch giant strength. Oh, the useful thing. I know a coworker who uses that all the time.
That'll help.
Oh,
At
they.
least-
Who sold you these things? They were stolen? How much did you pay?
Less than 200?
125 gold.
Eyes drop. I need to meet this vendor. What the hell?
Yeah, well,
Probably
they kind
getting
of got chased.
arrested.
They kind of got chased out by the guards, so I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to find them.
Ah,
Grung on the run.
So true.
very true. Well, River, this is my fiancée, Lucleothelia.
Pleasure.
You can just
I am-
call me Thea.
Pleasure, Thea. I am River Tao. That
It's-
was my parents' last name. I'm relatively, well, kind of adopted, but kind of not.
Well, and she does a little curtsy and bow. It's lovely to meet you. Both of you.
He
More
will
properly now that we're
reciprocate
not.
with the bow.
Sorry?
He'll reciprocate with the bow.
She'll give you like a little cute chuckle. She's like, and Mick, it's lovely to meet you under less horrifying circumstances.
Likewise, I'd bow too, but I'm kind of carrying everything.
Yeah, I see that.
It's completely
sorry.
fine, Mick. You
Grabs
got
this-
to.
Grabs the stuff from Mick. Sorry about that.
I just picture. Never mind.
I picture exactly what you're picturing there, Boop. It's funny.
I'm picturing this like entire scene, like whoever's holding the wand is like just has this permanent aura of anime shoujo manga type bullshit of just like
Their eyes are sparkling a little more than necessary.
Yeah. It's such a dumb item, but I kind of love the cherry blossom one.
Imagine what happens when McSquiggles gets it.
It'd be glorious. Their
I need
eyes
to
shall
Google
be shining.
anime.
As they're staring at the stars.
Yes.
They just turn into like an anime frog, and like it's just gonna be like a fucking
Get out.
Get out.
God. I can't find anything that isn't AI, and that sucks.
That
Yeah.
sucks. Oh, for getting rid of the AI, just minus AI for a Google search or something, but like works pretty good.
Yippee.
Oh, this is this is what they'll turn into as soon as they pick up the wand.
I love that.
Love it.
Mick's just gonna go, well, we were out shopping, we got a few things, but what brings y'all out here?
Oh, we're looking for Slink. She's in City Hall.
Apparently,
Why?
they're practicing magic here.
With
With
Morgan Le Fay.
So, I assume I know the name.
Yes, if you're familiar with, given what you've told me about Mick, it would be safe to assume they come from some part of Britannia or Ireland, and you would be familiar with the stories of King Arthur and Morgan Le Fay. Actually, roll me a history check to determine how familiar you are.
Sure.
I am also gonna roll, if that's okay.
Yeah, by all
gonna
means.
roll. I'm gonna roll with Morgan the history. Let's see if I have a decent bit.
Do I hear third nat one?
No. I haven't.
You know that they were like a witch. They are a noted powerful sorceress and witch who at one point was an enemy to King Arthur. But beyond like that, you're not sure. You don't have any knowledge on them other than proficient spellcaster, presumably, maybe evil or neutral. Okay, Slink is getting magic lessons from a witch. Great, love that. Love to hear it. That totally can't go wrong. And Ezzy, you just don't know anything.
Actually, she does know something. That her friend Desling is a big fan of Morgan Le Fay. And that's only the thing she knows.
Yeah, I don't got a very good feeling about that.
I can't do anything about the Borkin, I'm sorry.
He's okay. He's at uppers.
Yeah. Anyway, well, we should probably go in.
Actually, would you guys like to take 5 so I can take my dog out? Maybe see if she needs to take a walk.
Sure.
That's great, because I
Alright.
need to grab dinner.
Yippee.
Everybody, go eat, go piss, go drink, do anything it is you need to do. And
Right.
I'll
Right
be
back.
back when I
Specifically
can.
war crimes.
So true.
I mean, that goes without saying. I expect all of you to run through the Geneva checklist by the end of the day, all right? Okay. That's
So
fair.
true. All right, I got the chlorine. Who's got the ammonia? And strength and how bullshit that is.
Like I said, I got like
We
the
are
second
back.
strongest.
Balance. Yeah.
I'm just looking at the strength of being
We are
25.
back
Okay,
with a
that's cool.
vengeance.
Yes.
That's hot.
Now I can fill the role that's needed.
Yes.
Now you can
Yes.
carry all of us at the same time and not break a sweat.
Yeah.
So you are considered not encumbered whatsoever, holding everything you have. You are carrying 80 pounds of goods, and that's not even lightweight for you.
Yeah, that is shit.
Anyways,
Actually, let me double check
are-
math.
Let me put you guys back in the game. Is everyone back yet?
Maybe.
Jess, you back?
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna grab more snacks. But I'm gonna unmute
Maybe-
so you guys can keep yapping. I don't want the stream to be
Yay.
too deaf.
We're
All right,
good.
so River,
Yeah.
River gets to hold 375 pounds when it comes to carrying. When it comes to pushing, pulling, dragging, etc., that is closer to 1,875 pounds.
Jesus.
Dang.
I alone could carry the
Yes.
diving bell, couldn't I?
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Honestly,
That
that'd be
thing's
insane.
I
made.
would.
It's made to carry some incredibly heavy shit. So I wouldn't go that far. I would say though, it's a shame that that I didn't pick a fucking Goliath because PHP 24 made them a little bit broken to where obviously they kept them as a size they kept them as a size medium, but they count as a size large for carrying shit and what have you. B, they now got sub races to where there's like they're insinuating like you can be like half a fire giant, ice giant, etc., etc. But the last thing, which is what makes it extra broken, is the fact that once per day they can grow to a size large, and that size large would obviously scale with how much they can carry, making them a size huge when it comes to carrying.
Mm-hmm.
It's for 1 minute, but that's more than enough time to lug some shit.
Yeah.
Dummy thick.
Buff as hell.
Yeah. I might actually just make a fucking Dommy Mommy Goliath using PHP 24 just to mess with my
I
players.
wasn't paying attention up until that point.
Of course you were.
Man, my brain has been really scattered lately, I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine.
Right now, you've now got a belt of yeah, River now has a belt of fire giant strength, so that's a strength
Yes.
of 25 just by having that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's very good.
Yeah.
And that brought my AC to 12, so like I said, brought my AC to 14. So I could, like I said, I could sort of tank. I still get hit a bit, but
Yeah, I've been looking for things. Is there anything that, like, I swear there is an item that makes it so you get a 19 in charisma. Because I know I know there's the amulet of the circlet of intellect
Headband.
for
Yep.
the headband of intellect for intelligence. I know there's an amulet for constitution.
I think
Isn't that
that's
just like the
also-
amulet of health or something? I think.
Something like that. Item for charisma boost. Looking now.
Thanks.
That's there's something called a cloak of charisma where your charisma is effectively 2 points higher.
I
In
mean, that's the
addition-
Ioun Stone does too.
Yeah. In addition, if you cast friends or charm person, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, which to know what it was subjected to the spell. Yeah.
As far as I can tell, that's not an official item.
Oh, I'm looking at SR. Okay, never mind. What else is there? There's Tome of Leadership and Influence, but that's legendary.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I thought I did see one when I was going through when I was looking for magic items to
I'm
boost,
not fucking
River's
stupid enough to
AC.
give you guys legendary items.
No,
Oh, okay.
duh.
God, no.
Any more legendary items.
I mean,
Listen,
in
that was
the
just
hands
roll
of
with the dice
Izzy,
to be
the
entirely
spear
fair.
is a legendary item.
The visage of comedy and tragedy, or the mask, is a legendary item, I believe.
So
You-
is the anchor charm, I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I've got.
Honestly,
The anchor charm is basically just boat 2. We fucked up. Let's not fuck up again.
Yes, yeah, essentially.
yeah. Anyway, it's like, you back, Jess?
Jess.
At this point, I'm preheating my air fryer. I'm gonna heat up an old hoagie I had, a deli
So true.
sandwich.
You guys, give her a minute. She's getting dinner.
No, that's fine. I'm totally good. I like yapping with you guys. You guys are fun.
Yeah.
I don't
like-
see anything to do that because charisma is like the. I found a balance with like for balancing purposes is what I've just read through, because a lot of casters
Yeah.
are charisma based.
Most casters are charisma based.
On the bright side, I will say, on the bright side, PHP 24 did some of the feats actually very well, to where some of the feats that involve spell casting, like Warcaster, Spell Sniper. I was going to ask you about that, Boop, about my Spell Sniper, because with both Warcaster and Spell Sniper, you add +1 to your choice of Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. So it's like a small boost on top of the other stuff that those feats would normally give you.
Yeah, given the
One
fact
of
that
these
my
days, I'll bite the bullet and actually have you guys transfer your characters into 2024. I'm just so fucking lazy and don't want to have to do it.
so true.
It's fine.
I want to
It's-
keep
it's-
my character as is because the
Time out.
paladins.
Yeah,
Like on the-
Paladins got
like on the player.
screwed, Rangers got screwed.
I was just gonna ask
How
if
did
I could
bards
get
fare?
that- if I could get that +1 bonus or not. Since that was something that I
Sure.
picked up.
Don't know how
Thank you.
bards did.
Now my intelligence is maxed out, so that's not going anywhere. That's obvious. Let's see. +1 in wisdom, I guess.
Okay, well, it seems like my particular subclass didn't get changed.
I think if anything, a lot of the marshals got more buff than the casters.
The marshals got a hella buff.
Super buffed.
Because
Casters got done fucking dirty, save druids. Yeah. They actually I say casters got done dirty solely due to the fact that a lot of them, like normally how you have clerics, sorcerers, etc., have their thing from the get-go. They're like, oh no, we're gonna make you till 3rd level before you get your subclass.
which doesn't really make sense
Thank you.
because, like, especially for warlock, like you got magic power from a separate source, but you don't know what that source is until you're level 3.
It also doesn't make sense for sorcerer cries in playing a
I'm gonna be-
sorcerer using 2024 rolls.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see how it makes any sense for any class to get it anywhere after 1st level.
Wizards maybe, the rest not so much, because wizards like
Not
you're studying
even.
your way into it.
I think
You will
they
to a
did.
point, but like with wizards, literally it's implied that you studied at a college, that you specialized in the magic that you are going to get a
For
Some
narrative
class in.
purposes, I can see why a wizard would get it at level 2, not
Maybe.
level 3.
but
Yeah,
I think the way how
I-
they figured it out is a lot of people, like all the campaigns that I've played, you started out at level 3.
Yeah, I think for the most part it's because newer players can start at level 1 where it's very simple, especially for caster classes. But like
That level of simplification is almost a bit too much.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
It definitely makes Druid a little easier. It definitely makes Warlock a little easier, but I don't want it to be easier. I want it to be customizable and unique. And
Yeah.
homogenizing everything like that doesn't make your class feel unique.
No, it doesn't, and that's kind of, which is also why I really, the other reason why I say that PHB 24 done Caster dirty. I really, really fucking hate what they did with Ranger. Like,
Yeah,
I thought,
Rangers.
I thought
Rangers
our team was bad.
massacred.
I just use Tasha's Ranger. And
Yeah.
I keep the abilities from 2014 Ranger because they're bad anyway. It doesn't matter, but they're neat flavor-wise.
Here's what I'm doing, because what they're doing. Here's why I say I hate it, is because it feels unfinished. It's like giving us half of an equation, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of what Rangers do is revolved around Hunter's Mark, but there's very little things except for close to the very end where it's like, oh, you get an upscale in your damage die, not by damage, like the number of the damage number die, but not the amount of
I
damage
feel
that
like-
you dish out.
I feel like Hunter's Mark should just not exist and scale with favored foe.
I was going to argue with this. I am currently doing a homebrew where I am making a Ranger equivalent of Eldritch Evocations for like things that will revolve around Hunter's Mark and a few other Ranger spells, to where they'll have those boosts and some other miscellaneous magical boosts, to where there would be some reason behind why there's revolving around Hunter's Mark or favorite foe or that kind of thing. Because right now they only gave us half of this shit, and here I am kind of filling in the other half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do think that makes sense, is giving it like an Eldritch Invocation styling.
Mhm.
Because
That's
What I want out of this first, so if you look at one of the Ranger abilities in Tasha's, and I'm gonna just, actually I have to get my food soon, if not it's gonna burn. One of the abilities is Favored Foe, which is an optional spell, and it's basically Hunter's Mark, and it's not a spell, and it's just a class feature, and that's what Hunter's Mark should be. It should just be a class feature.
it still does
Yeah.
require concentration.
And it shouldn't
It should
require
not require
concentration.
It shouldn't. That's
That's
the
the
problem that
problem.
I was having.
Mhm.
The problem I have, because like I said, I am going into Ranger, because that was my original
would-
plan.
I would argue that it's just like treat it like mirror image. It's instantaneous, lasts for a minute. Voila.
And it also just like makes it cool that like you don't even have to concentrate on tracking this foe. It's just so
Exactly.
Okay, so we're talking almost exactly about Slayer's Prey, which is a 3rd level Monster Slayer Ranger subclass ability, which is literally just starting at 3rd level. You can focus your ire on one flow. One flow? This fucking progressive
one
commercial.
flump.
So true. Literally just as a bonus action,
gotta
you
go.
target a
Okay.
creature within 60 feet of you. The first time each turn that you hit it with a weapon attack, it takes an extra d6 of damage. It lasts until you finish a short or long rest, and it ends early if you designate a different creature. That's it. There's no concentration. It's extra damage. I don't personally think that it should just say the first time each turn. It should just stay like as anytime you damage it, it takes an extra d6. Because sometimes people will intentionally like multi-class to get extra attacks or to get other ways to attack.
Yeah, that's why I'm going into Ranger.
Yeah.
But
To be a
that's
literally
what
a-
Hunter's Mark should be.
As I
Period.
said, to be an enemy slayer, I'm going like an enemy blender. I'm going into Hunter so I can get. At base, I have like 4 attacks at level 3 when it comes to that Ranger, on 3
Yeah.
different designated creatures. Depending on if Boop
Within
allows
range.
you, yes. Depending on if Boop allows multi-attack to hit separate creatures, it changes.
Yeah.
Because by
Uh,
book,
Wait,
multi-attack.
isn't that multi-attack ability for that Ranger subclass? Isn't that doesn't it specify that it has
No,
to be
I
on
mean,
different
like,
creatures?
I mean, like basic multi-attack. Like fighter multi-attack. By book, that has to be that has to be one target.
No.
Pretty sure that's what I
It
read.
does.
You get an extra attack. It's not multi-attack, it's an extra
Or
attack.
yeah, extra attack is what I mean. Sorry.
I typically don't know. I don't know. I did not pay attention to the conversation, but I know that you asked if I allow something. And typically the answer for if I'd allow something is yes, under most circumstances. There are some exceptions.
Well,
Yes.
no, I thought that was just me misunderstanding. I thought when I read like the actual explanation of extra attack, it has to be the same creature. That's why the hunter ability allows you to target an additional creature.
Extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn, as per the fighter extra attack feature.
Yeah, you
It doesn't
really
specify anything.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought I read it somewhere. I could have also been like dead asleep.
You might have read it in a monster stat block.
might have.
Maybe.
Also, I do like some of the small things that they tried to do in PHP 24 with some of the casters, like Cleric. At the first level, you can choose between with Divine Order, where you can be a protector, where you have proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor.
Yeah, I do
or-
enjoy that ability. That
Or Thaumaturge, where you can get an extra cantrip. They did sort of the same thing with Druid, except it's martial weapons and training with medium armor. I appreciate that.
I think next character that I play, like regardless of the campaign that it ends up being, I really want to play just like fully mundane fighter.
That was
'Cause,
one of my
like,
characters in.
I'm not
Sorry.
against it.
No, go on.
That was one of my players in Payne's Portrait. They were playing a fully mundane fighter in an Eldritch Horror campaign, and now they're part Warlock. Hexblade.
Incredible.
Hexblade
See,
fighter.
The thing
Scary.
is Hexblade. Oh my god, Hexblade fighter. Holy shit.
That's gross.
Yeah. Yeah, like the thing is with me is I love the idea of just a normal fucking dude amongst all these powerful like casters and like how would I put it? Like it's weirdly motivating in a way where you can see somebody with just a big sword fighting toe to toe. That was a nice crunch.
Before
Fighting toe to toe alongside people who are throwing literal meteors from the sky and still doing everything they can to like save the day or whatever.
fucking Hawkeye in the Avengers.
pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hawkeye is basically just an arcane archer in the Avengers.
So like
Yeah, he
Ellie.
is. Huh. Interesting.
I was just gonna
would
say, I
love-
absolutely love how they like made him more human in like the TV show where he's like partially deaf because of all the fucking chaos he's been in.
Those
I
are the
thought
sonic
so.
arrows.
Oh, along with all the explosions he's been around.
But
Yeah, there's no way you can be part of a superhero movie and not have like hearing loss afterwards.
do you believe we are here? Are we not?
I think we are out here.
We are all here. Thank
Jess?
you.
Sorry. I'm just finishing up a sandwich.
Why are you
Jess.
sorry? Eat,
There
Hello,
she is.
sorry.
eat food. Food good for you.
Yeah, my
Consume.
aunt came, so I
Consume.
wanted to eat dinner with her and talk with her, see how she was doing.
Okay,
Okay.
understandable.
And one more thing, I accidentally realized how I'm gonna be playing River, and I didn't
Uh-oh.
want to be a responsible person. But how I plan him, I
He's a
think
responsible
he's
person.
gonna be like group dad.
Oh my god, it's gonna
And
be
Ezzy's the
awesome.
mom. Ezzy's
Because
the group mom.
I was
so
originally-
she's-
Before I was talking with Boop, I wanted to make him a cleric, but I can't cast spells. So
I mean,
we've had an
You could be a
alternate.
zealot barbarian. And we can do that.
I could respec, but the wild magic is fun.
Oh, magic is
Hmm?
fun, yeah.
But
Holy
I could
shit.
see switching to a zealot. I was going to talk to you about that possibility. As
Yeah,
well.
no, I'm down for it. Especially
Because-
after your like divine revelation that you had.
Yeah, I would.
Especially considering you
gladly
haven't been in
switch to a zealot.
Especially
They buff-
considering you
They
also
buffed
haven't
second
been.
win for fighters.
Yes. Yes, they did.
Yes.
That's hot.
Yeah.
It is incredibly hot.
yeah,
'Cause I won't get all the
Marshall's
cool
got
shit
good.
that wild magic does, but I'll be able to heal, and I essentially have a mini smite.
Yeah.
What does zealot do?
I have a dumb
They're-
question.
Did you ask what zealot does?
Yeah.
They're really
Zealot?
fucking hard to kill.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. They're
Too angry to die.
pretty
Literally
much.
too angry to die.
Quite literally.
They,
one
I,
of- Go
Is that
on.
fucking Pokemon Primate?
here, hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it.
It's
They're
bad.
bullshit ass zealot barbarian. Oh no, they got updated. What did they do?
Oh
wait,
no.
wait, what?
Oh, they got updated.
I'll do
What happened?
this. So I'll do this. I'll send this into. I'll send this to you guys in Down and Drowned, the feature that you guys are talking about.
This man is too angry to die.
It's literally fuck you. I'm not going knocked out.
Yep.
Rage beyond death.
Now for 14th level. Oh, they got rid of it.
What?
It's they got rid of it. They realized how broken it was.
Rage Beyond
It's now
Death.
Rage of the Gods.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You-
Hold up.
I'll send this one to you too. Don't worry.
It's
Wait,
from
wait,
you.
wait.
You gain the benefits below: a fly speed, resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage, and revivification. When a creature within 30 feet of you would drop to 0 hit points, you can take a reaction to expend a use of your rage to instead change the target's hit points to a number equal to your barbarian level.
What the fuck?
What?
That's
Yeah.
okay. That actually might. That might be as broken. What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. Because once you get, hold on. Oh, they changed. Okay.
So, if a creature goes to 0 hit points,
You can
you
use
take
your reaction and say,
reaction
no.
if they go 14 hit points.
They live.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready to continue?
I'm not sure if any of you guys ever played Payday 2, but it's literally the Inspire ability.
Yeah.
Like all you scream at them and they get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm ready.
Wake
Yes,
the
I'm
fuck
very
up, samurai.
Is that like
Let's-
mini
let's
smite?
do
Did
this.
they not get a mini smite?
They really should give your smite with Zealot
Yeah.
Barbarian.
Not the...
You do.
Oh, it's Divine Fury.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
mini smite.
Yeah, it's Divine Fury. My bad.
Yeah.
But
D6 on a with a weapon attack or an unarmed strike, you get D6 plus half your barbarian level.
That's a
Round it
lot of
down.
damage, actually.
Yeah,
That's
for
actually
every
really
attack.
decent.
The damage is necrotic
Mhm.
or radiant. You choose the type each time you deal the damage.
That's gonna be fun.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Alright.
you stack
Work on that
you multi-class
after
into
boot.
monk with this, you go wild.
Because I still want to do the ranger thing, so I could be the enemy blender.
Well, we can discuss build crafting later for now.
Yeah,
Can we please? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love talking with y'all. I want to get this game so we finish before at or
Please.
before midnight.
Yeah, we got an hour. We
Please.
got an hour left. Izzy's gotta get slinked so she's okay.
You all
Gotta go.
step into City Hall, I presume.
Izzy has a hold of Thea's hand the entire time.
There is some bureaucratic. Oh my god, what the fuck did I do? There is some bureaucratic horseshit. As I guess, a city run by a very autistic woman would probably cause. I'm sorry.
It's just 3 more forms to fill out. I don't understand the problem. Why is everyone so mad?
Yeah. It's just
Touch of the tism.
proper.
It's run very well, but there are certain things that like are almost inefficient. But when you think about it, like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's like annoying.
Yeah. Izzy doesn't mind.
And you phone in and say, you meet up to the receptionist, get up and they have to fill out a couple forms, but Thea has a lot of pull within this city just due to her presence as a patron, and it's simple enough. Ooh, sorry, for you all to
I felt that one. Ugh.
what the hiccup?
Or whatever it was.
It was a hiccup.
Mhm.
My hiccups are kind of violent. I'm sorry. It's easy enough for you guys to get in and see Morgan. And as you do, you will see, oh, there are a lot of people here. Hello. How are all of you?
Is your friend gonna be okay?
I am fine. I have been in these positions before. A crowd is no issue. And meanwhile, Thea is like thinking, like in the back of her mind, or maybe Mick too, like, crowd, this is only like 5 people.
But honestly, Izzy just kind
Painfully
of
relatable.
Izzy just kind of gets it as she hears Morgan say this.
Yeah, she, it's kind of that weird, like, Luigi paradox, where, like, 5 people is as bad as 1,000 people, which means, oh god, there are 5 people, but, oh, it's 1,000 people, alright. But it's all bad, but, like, you know, like,
At that point, what's the difference?
there is no
Yeah.
difference. Like, and it's not, and courage isn't the absence of fear, but action in spite of it. And she is a very courageous woman. As she, like, in her own way, like, creates a space to introduce herself to each of you individually. And she says, hello, I am Morgan Le Fay. Shakes River's hand. Hello, I am Morgan Le Fay. Shakes Ezzy, then Mick, and then Thea shakes her hand. And Thea's like a little amused by this as she says, Morgan, we've spoken before. Yes, but you are a guest in my home. I need to introduce myself properly. All right. Hello, Morgan. Thank you. What brings... I was under the impression that there was only 1 or 2 of you. Are all of these your friends, Slink?
Yes, all friends. Many friends.
Oh. I see. And
Izzy just kind of points her hand up and just waves her fingers like, I was the one who asked Thea to give Slink the sending message. I just had to make sure my friend was.
I was the one who tried to contact her last night, but did so unsuccessfully.
I was unaware that Slink had gotten contacted last night. My apologies. If
I just
you...
like side-eye Slink.
Sneak don't know. Sneak just hear voices.
Penny.
And now it's
Penny.
Slink, stop going crazy.
It's
God
like-
damn it.
and as he just kind of stares at Slink, it's like, those voices were sending Slink.
What is sending?
It's a spell that can get in contact with people.
Oh,
Like,
you just
literally
learned
do that.
spells.
I almost made it a spit take. What are we sending people?
Thea quite literally had to spend like 5 spell slots to
It's
use that.
fine. It's
Spells?
fine.
Spell slots? Are spells like tokens?
Yeah, let's go with that. But it's good to see that you're okay, Slink. It's like, honestly, I was kind of worried about that last night. I wasn't sure where you were at.
Does she look any different?
Actually,
She
can I
looks a little bit visibly tired and exhausted. But not enough to like actually have a level of exhaustion on them. But like pushing it, like kind of really pushing it here.
Mhm.
Do you need a hand, Slink? You're looking pretty tired, dear.
Oh, Slink, oh, just very tired. Use brain, not brain power. Slink not used to it. Slink be fine, no.
Okay, if you need anything, we are all here to help you out.
Do
If
you have
I'm
foods?
As you say that, you'll hear Morgan like a little growl come from her, tumbling like, "Oh, I am sorry. I do not have food. I did not prepare food.
Oh, Slink like kind of goes to their pockets and like, oh, Slink like pulls out. I think I have potato. What else? Oh, she kind of brings out her hand. There's like some biscuits, but they're kind of broken up. I has pieces of biscuit.
I got some materials right here. I can cook something up real quick for everybody if you don't mind.
Oh yes.
Oh,
We're in. We're in City Hall. I feel like they got a kitchen.
we do have a kitchen. But it is not good to reject the gift. I would happily accept it. I would simply make a request.
What is your request, Matt?
I am not fond of foods that would be stringy. The texture is distressing.
Oh,
Like
100%.
like pasta?
No. Like, she thinks for a moment. Celery and asparagus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, I get you there, sweetheart. I try to avoid those foods like the plague.
Gotta cook those bitches for like half a year to get them soft enough to eat.
Anyway,
Oh, even worse when you get like the barky piece of broccoli. Ugh.
anyway,
You'll be able to prepare something simple enough. There are a number of fruit trees and edible flowers and leaves that you can use here to prepare a very nice like vegetable stir fry. Fruity and vegetable stir fry with some fresh fruit on the side. It turns out very well. And you hear from Morgan. One knives that are wider than the handle give me life. What the fuck?
Yo, Cloud.
I said what I said.
Izzy has normal utensils. Sorry, Mick.
Hello?
Get him.
It's like- yeah,
Sorry.
Izzy,
Mhm.
Izzy quite literally cooks up a small meal for everybody. He's like, here you go. Here you go. It's like, you got a lovely garden here, Morgan. Great
Thank
job.
you. There was a time where the witches here were hungry. took up some druidic magic to help with the famine. And thankfully, there is no more famine here, nor will there ever be. And she says that with like a seriousness and a like resolute intensity that kind of was uncalled for. But she seems to enjoy the food. She does like end up picking out like little things here and there. Some small like bits that she is deemed not cooked well enough. But like that's less of a, but that's like one or two bits of like the onions or the vegetables that kind of don't appeal to her personally. But for the most part, it is eaten and enjoyed.
Because I create work stuff with character on fly, River actually eats it with a weird elegance that you wouldn't quite expect. As if like he's used to more fancier and elegant food, which is weird for what you guys would know as a pirate.
Honestly, Izzy would honestly pick that up. Like, that kind of has a struck a connection to her, and she might bring it up later.
Izzy will
As-
remember this.
Oh
Yes.
my god. As you guys are eating together here, I think you would probably like sit down at the within the little gazebo here, and have different plates and like seeing there's like a table at the center so that the meetings can happen. And you end up seeing she ends up finally asking, so I was under the impression that you all had some kind of concern regarding Slink. Did something happen? Is everything okay?
We are honestly just kind of worried that she was alone by herself. Because simply put,
She's a troublemaker.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Honestly, she can get herself in a bit of trouble, and, well, we didn't want that to be a bit of a problem, you know?
No offense, Sling.
No offense. She's just enjoying her food, not really paying attention too much. She is just enjoying everything.
No
I
offense.
would die for Slink.
Yes.
Me too. Me too.
No offense. I just need like a sticker of like Slink with like arms crossed and an X and like a little speech bubble of a fence and a picture of a fence. Like, no fence.
I just picture Slink with like her little eyes like cross-eyed with a little tongue and her just a smirk. No offense.
All right.
Like she understands and yet doesn't understand all at the same time, but she's trying her best.
She will, Morgan will look at all of you and say, well, your concerns are noted, but might be unfounded. Slink has seemed very dedicated and has made a lot of progress in very short amount of time. They seem to have a small talent for this type of magical conditioning. And if they keep at it, it's very likely that they may end up manifesting sorcerer's traits.
Ooh,
Damn.
interesting. Honestly, quite impressive. Good job, Slink. Izzy gives a small hand clap.
I mean, if you need any help with the spellcasting side of stuff, I mean, but look at me.
I can help a little bit if need be.
Slink have magic fingers now.
Sadly, I'm not much of a caster.
Hell, if you need to ask a thing or two for Thea, she probably ask. You can shoot her. I'll probably answer you if you need anything.
Draconic magic isn't my specialty, but I'll be happy to take a look at it. If we're ever in the same area. I can't go with you guys. I have to stay on the island for now.
It's
Contractual
completely fine.
obligations, you understand.
Understandable, sweetie. It's just completely fine.
That's literally why we're stuck here.
Yep. Speaking of,
Theo will sort of get up a little bit and say,
I have to head out, but I
Izzy
wish you
gives
all
her a
the
small-
very... Oh.
Izzy gives her a small kiss on the cheek and is like, see you later, sweetie.
of course, and she'll give you a little hug, lifting you up a little bit. And it is very silly seeing this small goblin girl being lifted up and carried to about your head height by a woman that is maybe nearing 7 feet tall. And then she'll say, well, I'll see you when I can. Take care. And then just mists away, as if turning into like cloud and misty stepping. Aesthetically, what it looks like is Misty Step, but must have teleported way further out.
I love she's my fiance.
Hey, where'd she go?
Misty Step. She tends to do that once in a while.
Well,
Misty
not
water?
exactly a misty step. More of a a modification on a teleport spell. They seem to be quite the proficient caster.
Dearest fiance, I desire uppies.
Yes. Yeah, Thea's pretty impressive with that stuff. I love. Sometimes when I see her practice magic, it's quite nice, even though she does it naturally.
I did a fucky wucky. I did a fucky wucky. I did a fucky wucky. I fucked up. 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 I clicked
What
on
did
a
you
channel by
do?
accident. I was clicking on a channel saying, oh, who's in that channel? And it was...
Oops.
I accidentally joined it.
What's a doodle?
Yippee! Dumbass.
I feel that pain. I have done it.
Well, back to the
I-
campaign.
Sam.
They will, they have left and they say, well, I believe that, Morgan will continue saying,
I believe that Slink is probably... If I might ask, how much longer are you planning to stay in the city?
I believe we head off later today.
Yeah.
Not sure how easy it's gonna be to find our way back here either.
I think I probably got a way back here through Thea, really.
True, but I meant the rest of us.
Yeah, it's the problem. I kind of have no idea how she does it.
There is a skilled navigator might be able to provide a means for you to return by sea. Otherwise, you
Navigation.
can... Yes. Otherwise, might be able to find some sort of teleportation through magical means. If you're
Navigator
able-
as in like find way here, find way there?
Yes.
Froggy friend. They use stars. Know where to go.
Oh,
You think McSquiggles can get us back here?
Honestly, I say so.
if
Friend,
they
Froggy
are...
friend, use stars. Know where to go. Right on map paper.
That should be enough. I think that
Well, there you go.
I think that if you keep provided they are still willing to work with you, they will be able to come back. But if not, you can find your way back to Avalon through any portal through the astral. You would simply need to traverse the astral and make your way here.
That's true.
Give me an Arcana check. Mick, you're the only one who maybe has a realistic shot. Everyone else disadvantage.
What about me? I have a literal bottle of the stuff.
Actually, no. You would roll with it. Actually, no. Mick, you would know at advantage. The only two who would roll disadvantage would be Slink and you two.
Same number twice. 19.
That is a nat 1. What the hell?
You've maybe
Zero.
never seen the astral in terms of a grand portal. And Slink does not know anyway.
Nope.
Everyone else is looking at her like she's crazy, and Mick, you're like, oh, I see.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't mean to speak up against you, but isn't that kind of dangerous?
Mick, I saw you in a literal sea brine pool of astral seawater. You have no right to speak that.
Listen, I've done some stupid shit, and I admit that. My thing is that the astral sea, it doesn't really work like that.
I may not be able to express this as well as Merlin. He was always more of the intellectual compared to I. But the astral sea, as I understand it, can serve as a gateway through space and time. Typically, it is also referred to as the birthplace of gods. So, through it, you can access the different realms of deities. Mick, Vietnam flashbacks. But as she continues, it can also be used to simply traverse through different openings within the world. There are many famous ones that exist throughout the world, are typically found in underground caves or different places hidden. There is famously one in Mexico, as in the cenotes, and in Japan in their onsens and hot springs. The issue is typically accessing them, as the cenotes are underground, and the onsen are the hot springs there are relatively close to the surface, but surrounded by boiling water.
May I ask a question?
You may.
Do you know of any at or near Atlantis?
Her eyes will open wide. I'd assume there would be. If the legends are to be believed, the stories of Atlantis are a bit before my time. Well before my time, but I'm familiar with them. An island overtaken by power, causing its own destruction by the hands of the sea itself.
Would I know that the astral sea tends to, with a 19, would I know that the astral sea tends to how do I put this? It
Shift.
reacts. Yeah, it shifts in the fact that it reacts to human consciousness.
You would definitely be able to tell that. She's
Okay.
saying that the only way that it would, it's not, maybe you didn't know that, but the only way that what happened to you would make sense is if it did.
Okay.
So you're able to sort of put that together.
Listen, Mick's wisdom might be low, but his intelligence is high.
Yeah.
Complete opposite.
Everyone else is just completely unable to process, with the exception of maybe River is able to maybe grasp a little better. But I'm looking at Mick and Ezzy and Slink.
I was
Ezzy
gonna
out
ask,
here with the dirty zero.
No, that's a nat 1, by the way. That's an actual nat 1.
That's a nat 1 dirty zero. Let's go.
Yeah. 10 out
Yeah.
of 10.
I'm kind of ticked off at that. Because at least should have been a 5 or something.
Yeah, no, sometimes the dice hate you.
Yeah,
So
that's who hate me.
with the way I understand the astral works, most any place that has like significant historical, like, what's the word, like, importance, might have a way to it through the astral.
Typically,
Question.
yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
From Mick saying that, can I roll a religion check?
Absolutely. What were you trying to understand
Well,
there?
shit.
Because
Like,
maybe
you're able-
Father Hamish
Mhm.
talked about like portals in certain parts of Ireland that could like possibly get to like Tir na Nog or like Stonehenge.
Yes. Give it to me, and you can. I'll say because of your history as, like, you're considering you have like a more religious background than these guys. I'll let you give it to me at advantage.
Well, that's something I can bring up to Zoom later. Something we can throw ideas around for.
Son of
again?
a bitch!
Good.
Holy. Okay, I
Save
need like
some for the rest of us.
5.
What the fuck?
Damn.
I need 3 minutes. Hold up.
Fucking hell, man.
And now
Are
next-
you
Thing that happened.
are you gonna be the Slink of like history and arcana rolls? Is that what this is?
Okay.
It's a possibility because I think. No, it's more. I was thinking about what I have for stats, because stuff that you get from being a ranger, you can get additional stuff. So I was gonna go
Okay.
into religion, and if it would follow the path of the zealot.
I don't think you need to.
You are Irish, yes?
Yes.
All right.
I wrote. He's specifically from. Hold on. I have to go to my. It's something that I added recently. I will send you the updated stuff momentarily. It's only like a small paragraph, but hold on.
Usually you run that stuff by the DM before the session.
No,
I was
it's all
just-
good.
No, it was just stuff that was added. I was gonna bring it up to him a different time.
You're all good. This can happen. There are several different places that come to mind within, like, Britannia, Greater Britannia, and Ireland. For example, would be a famous one would be Loch Ness being rumored to have a portal to the astral guarded by a sinister monster.
Never mind. I do
And-
not have that. My bad.
Sorry.
I don't have-
Stonehenge
I thought I wrote something.
it would also be capable of not only serving as an astrological calendar, but potentially being a ritual site for opening, capable of, with some capabilities for opening portals and stuff. Within Ireland itself, you would be more familiar with the idea of what is this called? Why am I looking at a frog? I need to close this tab.
Get him, get him.
Get up, get up.
Robert.
I just thought of something really stupid that I could do.
What are you doing?
Oh no, I just realized that I have a free casting of fly every day because of the instrument of the bards. And,
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
And so my brain just thought of Mick just standing up and being like, well, it was fun, and then just like floating backwards away.
I love it.
I keep forgetting that Flink can also fly. She still has those boots on.
It's just Mick standing up, just going, it's been fun, and then T-posing and floating backwards up away.
You would also be familiar with the Lao Crew cairns, which are like old cemeteries which are believed to have some connections to the astral, as well as Lady's Lake, which appears to be more of the cairns and the lake appear to be familiar, more haunted rather than protected, than ritual sites or protected sites by sites protected by monsters. But yeah, world building. You would probably be familiar with some areas that could serve as portals to the astral, potentially. They are surprisingly more common than you might think.
I'm gonna finish up my meal.
I think Father Hamish brought up something like that. There's a few known places in Ireland that are rumored to be able to travel through several dimensions.
Okay.
Another one that pops into my mind is a bit north, quite a bit north in Scotland, like Stonehenge. Right? Is that in Scotland? Or am I dumb?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
She'll nod.
Like,
Yes, and in here, if you are thinking and know of one, especially if you have been to one, accessing it is simply a matter of focusing on where you need to go. You will get there to where you are thinking eventually. It is simply a matter of
sounds
focus.
deceptively simple.
It is
Didn't James
for... It
say
might be
that-
more simple for me and for my constituents because we are an island being fed by waters originating from Lake Avalon. I'm sure you've heard stories of the Lady of the Lake.
I'm gonna
imagine
roll
a
a
few.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see if she
You
actually
may.
knows. I want to roll physical dice if I may.
Sure.
Mick is also canonically Irish.
Are they done eating by any chance?
Yeah,
I
at
have
this point they
rolled
are.
a 15.
Link
I've
sees the other
finished.
bowl and sees that there's still food in it. Are you not gonna eat that?
River would push it a bit forward to you. You could have the rest of mine.
You eat, and Green, you are familiar. Lady of the Lake, the woman who helped craft and gift Excalibur to King Arthur. apparently the lake is in the aforementioned lake. The lady is, the lady of, is here in Avalon. And it would make sense that it is of enough importance that it would provide a portal to the astral. Now, getting there necessarily would be more difficult. Getting back here through Lake Avalon carries its own issues because you have to go through the Feywilds of Avalon and then in order to make your way back. But if you just follow the rivers down, you should be fine. The rivers are safe. By decree of...
Don't mind me as I mark that down in bold print.
Please
The
do.
rivers of Avalon are safe by the decree of the Cat Witch Moonmun, the Lady of the Lake. A player character. But, which is why there have been more visitors to Avalon lately. These past few centuries have made this city quite lively. But I suspect that it will be less lively soon. I believe it might be time for you to go, yes? As she's looking at sort of the sun like rising more and more as it's approaching noon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean to cut this short or nothing, because I'd love to pick your brain about some more magic topics, but fact of the matter is that we're on a timeline.
Very, very true. Oh, before I forget, if it's not so much to ask, Morgan Le Fay, can I get your autograph for a friend?
She thinks for a moment.
May I roll persuasion for
Disadvantage.
disadvantage? Okay.
Yeah, that's asking a mage for an autograph can be dangerous.
Yo, you right.
Yeah.
My highest is an 8 for disadvantage. Well, not the high. Well, the low. The
Total?
disadvantage was it. For total, it's an 8.
No, you may not.
Slink, have a question. Is it okay if Slink give hugs as thank you for everything?
She thinks for a moment. Okay.
Slink just gives like a big smile and kind of like patters her feet, and then she gets excited, but then she knows that she needs to settle down a little bit as she comes
She
in.
stiffens up a little bit as you hug her, but she doesn't push you away.
Well, she kind of like goes up and like trying to calm herself down and just gives like a slow hug because she notices from her body language that it's uncomfortable, but she is allowing. Thank you very much. Slink will not forget this ever. Slink, do good. Help.
I am sure you will. All of you will. I hope you have a safe journey.
Thank you, Morgan Le Fay. But before I do leave, my friend is a big fan of you. Just if I ever do come back here and if I'm able to bring her, she would love to meet you.
Oh, okay.
And we're off.
Have a good one.
Strong
Hey.
Morgan Le Fay. Strong
You guys can feel free to move yourself along, or I will move you. But you'll be able to
I'm just-
head out to the ship pretty safely and meet up with everyone.
Rapidly
As-
approaching Zim's location.
You meet up with Zim, the captain, McSquiggles, and everyone else in the
My
crew.
beloved.
And that's where we're gonna end this session. This has been so much RP and lore.
Yes.
I am so sorry about the doggo borkin in the background.
It's fine.
It is
Bork, bork,
completely
bork, bork,
fine.
bork.
Doggo has a lot to say.
I was able to not as a bad thing. I was able to disassociate, and I didn't even realize the dog was barking at the end.
Honestly, same.
Yeah. Same.
All right. Well, that's it for me. I'm out. We finished a little, even with the like pretty big break in between, we finished a little early. So this is a bit of a shorter session, but I don't think we have time to do anything else. So we're probably gonna call it here, unless because we only have 19 minutes left, and I can't start another arc with that. I'm so sorry.
So what was it? We'll talk about this after stream, man.
And okay, be safe. Goodbye. I might stream again later. I might not. I don't know. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.